What up, YouTube? So I'm sitting here in my Batgirl shirt. This was given to me by a coworker at my former job at Home Depot. He's really much older man, and he used to, I think it was like a door greeter at our store, and he used to walk by me and say, "What up? What up, Marcy?" And I'd be like, "Oh, you know, I'm just out there crime fighting and leaping tall buildings in a single bound." And he'd be like, "Where's your cape?" And I'd be like, "My cape's out in the car, you know, my Batmobile." And he's like, "Where do you live?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I live in a secret location, a Bat Cave." And we just go back and forth all the time about me being Batgirl. And so one day he just showed up and he just gave me this shirt. And he said, "Batgirl, you need a Batgirl shirt." So I'm wearing that in honor of John tonight. John was in his, or is, in his late 70s, I think. And he owned, with his wife, he owned an ice cream shop in the Kansas City area. And just recently, God bless him, he was able to retire. And he sold his ice cream shop, and he retired from Home Depot, and him and his wife flew off to Florida. But before he left, he gave me this Batgirl shirt. And even though we're not allowed to wear t-shirts at work, I defied authority, like I always do. And I wore my Batgirl t-shirt to work. That was about a week and a half before I quit my job. I walked off my job. So this shirt's for you, John. Kudos to you and your wife for finally getting to retire. Right, dude? God. Kudos to you guys. So, there's a little bit of confusion as to my YouTube channels. I do have 2 Google accounts, and I have 2 YouTube channels. One channel is my home PC, and I make all my comments on videos and shit from my YouTube channel from my home computer. And that's one Google account. And so that's where I talk all my smack, and I, you know, banter back and forth, and I make friends and develop friendships and whatnot. And I still call myself, you know, Marcy the Diesel Gypsy. And I take a big risk in doing that because it kind of alerts people from my old YouTube channel as to what I'm doing and where I'm at in my life and my things and stuff. And I don't want to, sorry. I don't want to get back into that channel at all in any way, shape, or form. I just don't. It was fun while it lasted, but it became something, it went into a dark area with these particular people. That every place in YouTube has its own community. And the community that I was in and aligned myself with, in other words, every video feed that was recommended for me was in this community because of the content and because of my search words and keywords and whatnot. It aligned me with this particular community. And I don't want to be aligned with that community anymore. There was a lot of good. A lot of good came from it. I probably got up to almost about 1,000 subs. And that was cool. That was really cool. And I was having fun. You know, every day I'd get up and I couldn't wait to see like my responses and my, you know, bell ringing and all that, and answering questions and talking. And then, you know what? I started to let my defenses down, and I started to invite people onto my Facebook page. But I didn't make a fake Facebook page. That was my first mistake. I invited people from the internet onto my real Facebook page, where I have family photos and showing stuff that I do with my family, and just raw and real. I should have made a fake one. And then we started to do gift exchanges. love mail, we called it. And I gave out a real address, a real true address, when I should have done a post office box. Like anybody with any smarts as far as YouTube, you don't give out your real address. You give out a post office box, and then you can swap mail. Boy, did I learn my lesson. And I can sum the experience up in 3 words. Bitches be crazy. Bitches be crazy. Wow, I don't mean that as a slam to women in particular. Yeah, kind of I do. Bitches do be crazy. For whatever reason, bitches make you choose, like, my side versus their side versus their side. It's girl code. I don't like girl code. I just don't like it, you guys. I don't like it. And I didn't know how to play the game, and I didn't want to play the game, and I got caught up in something on YouTube that was like way beyond the energy level that needed to be put out there. And I got totally caught up in it. And then I was like, oh my God, damage control, damage control. And so my YouTube channel became a job instead of fun, like it started out to be. Right, Prin Prin? Yeah. So I kind of just backed off. Finally, I just stopped making YouTube videos altogether. So when I got back into YouTube, now I have like 2 accounts. I have the account for my PC, my home computer, and that's kind of like kind of taps over into my old account, where these females could possibly start messing with me again. I don't think they will, but they could. And if they did, I would just block them anyway. But I have another one now on my phone, which is what I'm recording on tonight. And this is the only channel that I post videos on. And then I have a closed group from my real Facebook page. I still have not made up a fake Facebook page. I don't know how you do that. I don't know, because you have to show your ID to make up a Facebook page. At least everybody I know did. So, I'm not a fake person. I'm just not a fake person. So I'll just straight up say, if you're from my old YouTube channel and you've somehow stumbled onto me here and you're watching videos, keep it nice and be respectful. That's all I ask. Be respectful. Just know that this is just purely for entertainment. You know, I'm not inviting anybody into my personal life or into my personal home. What I show you in my YouTube channels is what I want to share. And if you want to go, like, check me out and Google me and spend days and weeks and months, like, researching my name and my address and shit, and you want to start stalking me, that's just creepy. You guys, that's just creepy. That's just creepy. And I don't do YouTube videos for that purpose. That's just weird. That's like Son of Sam weird. Like, don't do that. I don't do it to you. Don't do it to me. I had your address and I didn't Google, like, your address and look up weird shit about you and, like, oh, no, no. And women who said, like, I had a failed photography business and were posting photos from my photography. Where did that even come from? I don't even know where that came from, except that I did post photos from when I went to college and I had to take a graphic arts class, and I did have to do, like anybody does in college, you have to do a series of 3 photos, and I did somebody's hands, and I did balloons, and I did a shadow, and then I put it together, and then I had to watermark it with something. So I watermarked it with Samara Nix Photography. And then they turned that into my failed photography business. How you made a business out of my college course, I don't know. And the rumors and the, what? When I started to read this shit, I was like, what? I never once in my life tried to sell a photograph. All I ever tried to do was like protect the photos that I took for the college course by watermarking them. That was just weird, y'all. That was just weird. And that's not what I got into YouTube for. Not at all. Not to protect every single thing I ever did. Yes, I love photography. I have a really nice fucking camera, and I love to go out and take photos. And if I watermark a photo because I don't want somebody to steal it online, doesn't mean like I'm starting up a photography business. How do you make that leap? And how do you turn that leap into something negative against me? I don't get it. I don't get that. And then you start making like these slamming videos against me. What? How do you have, first of all, how do you have so much time in your life that you can do that? And secondly, I'm like a random person in your life, and you make all this, you set aside all this time to put something together that turns people against me? Who am I to you? What threat do I pose in your life because I take photos? Photos of dogs and cats and flowers and balloons and what? Like, it all freaked me out so much that I just got offline with it all. I couldn't do that anymore. And then you start to post like my real address online and saying she's like a fake photographer, and I don't know. You know what? Am I a fake astronomer too? Because I took Astronomy 101 and I wrote a poem about astronomy. Do you want to attack my poetry? I mean, bitches be crazy. Bitches be crazy. Oh my God, people. Just get a job. First of all, get a job. Back off at me. Figure out what you want to do in life and just make YouTube videos for fun. That's what I was in it for. I was just in it for fun. I don't know. I think a lot of it had to do with my political alignment. And these were women who aligned themselves like anti-Trump. And they saw Trump as some misogynistic bastard. And because, like, I was not anti-Trump, I'm not going to say who I voted for because it's nobody's business. But they got all in this uproar back then because I would not put down Trump. I didn't really care one way or the other. I just wouldn't align myself with a bunch of crazy bitches. Oh my God, crazy bitches. I just wasn't going to do it, y'all. So I backed off of YouTube altogether at that point because there was like this big heated debate. And like Ashley Judd going on stage saying, I'm a nasty woman. I would not align myself with that. I wouldn't align myself with saying I'm a nasty woman. I wouldn't, and I couldn't, and I could not relate to that poem. And I do write poetry, but I could not align myself with that fucking poem. So y'all are going to attack my family? That just got to be so outrageous and crazy that I thought, what the fuck am I even doing on YouTube, y'all? What am I even doing on YouTube? Bitches be crazy. Bitches be crazy. I'm sorry. So, I don't post videos on that channel anymore. I make comments. I go online. I do comments and shit. And I talk smack back and forth to truckers because that's the profession that I'm about to go into. I got 3 weeks to study for my permit. I have 3 whole weeks. Thank God. Thank God. Like, okay, I'm ready for my pre-trip. I got that shit. I got that shit. Like, I could teach that course at this point. I could teach the pre-trip because I've studied so fucking hard. I've only been off work 6 days at this point, and I could teach the fucking pre-trip because that's just how I roll. But not to have a swelled head or anything, but when it comes to the driving and the shifting and the everything else that's involved in trucking, I'm like at the bottom of the fucking bottom of the barrel where I'm going to learn. And thank God I have somebody who's experienced who's going to teach me. Because I walked off my job. I walked off my job about a week and a half ago, and about 10 days ago. And you know what's weird? Is that when I found out how much I'm going to get in unemployment, it equals the same thing. Y'all, I've never collected unemployment in my life, and I've worked since I was 14. But it's the same net amount that I would make after, well, I had really good medical insurance. That's the only thing I can say about Home Depot was it cost me a fucking arm and a leg, literally cost me a knee, to have medical insurance. But netting, I'm going to make the same amount on unemployment that I made from my paychecks, almost, like within about 175 bucks. Because you just don't make nothing working there. You just don't. So I'm okay. For the next 3 weeks, you know, I'm going to collect my unemployment and study for my permit. And Shaggy's going to teach me. When he gets over the road at the end of this month, he's going to teach me. He's going to train me. And I got to be the student. I can't even have the relationship thing because it's just student, teacher at this point. Teacher and student. Teacher and student. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And that's why I don't post videos on my old channel. I will make comments, but I won't post videos because I just don't want to align myself with that community again or mess around with, you know, BBC. Bitches be crazy. I swear to God, I'm going to get like fucking like one of those fucking skull caps that says BBC across it. Bitches be crazy. Because bitches do be crazy. Bitches be crazy. I mean, god damn. Take a fucking Midol. Drink some chamomile tea. Learn some fucking yoga. You know, walk. Do something. Get a job. All you bitches that were fucking attacking me, all of you, did not even have a fucking job. You know, and you're all putting me down for some failed photography business that I didn't even have in the first place. Bitches be crazy. I'm so glad I'm not a guy because I so could not align myself with a bitch. I could not. And yet there are some women out there. I have some intensely amazing relationships with females that we can just go hang out at Jose Peppers and laugh for fucking 4 hours and have a phenomenal time together. And their kids are like my kids and vice versa. But then there's some out there that are just so fucking nuts. I can't even begin to deal with y'all. So that's where I'm at. Okay, that's why there's some confusion as to my YouTube channel. Whatever, it is what it is, but I got to protect my shit, you know. So I'll keep y'all updated for whoever subscribes to my channel. If you get an invite to my channel where I actually make a video and you're actually watching this video, I consider you a trusted friend. And I do ask you, don't ever betray that friendship. Because I will drop you like a hot fucking rock. I will. I will not put up with fucking crazy ass bitches. I just won't do it. Okay, y'all. Peace.